Hello and welcome back to my channel, the best place for you to get all your insider tips into acing interview questions and answer, questions about the NHS, how to get in the NHS, and everything generally in terms of getting recruiters into that role. This is the channel for you to ensure that you ace your interviews when applying for jobs, especially in the NHS. In today's video, we'll be talking about how to master those STAR answers when sitting in front of the interviewers. I've said it several times when I'm answering questions here on my channel, STAR answers, STAR answers. This is a STAR answer, this is a STAR answer. What are the STAR answers? That's what we're going to be going through in today's video. So if you want to know how to structure your answers based on STAR technique, stay on to the end of this video and you'll get valuable tips of acing your interviews in the NHS. This is the channel for you. Getting your job in 2025 is the key focus. So let's go ahead and smash that like button. So you have that interview coming up and you're wondering, I do not want to freeze when I'm answering my questions, or I don't want to ramble on when I'm answering that question. You need to be able to know how to structure your answers perfectly so you are covering each key point that has been asked during that interview. I would cover those key points that have been asked when you are answering those interview questions. Today, we'll be breaking down the STAR method, one of the most powerful ways of answering behavioral questions during your interview, because most interviews are about behavioral questions. So this STAR method helps you to be able to answer those questions perfectly. By the end of this video, you know how to use the STAR method to tell compelling stories that impresses the hiring managers. Make sure you hit the like button, subscribe, and watch till the end where valuable tips will be dropped. This is a video you do not want to miss. So, what is the STAR answer, or what does STAR represent? STAR is an acronym that has been used to answer questions. So, stands for the situation. This is what sets the scene for the answer you're about to give. The T is the task. This is the task that you performed for the action that you are about to explain. The A is the action. What did you do? The step-by-step process. And the R is the result or the outcome. What did you achieve based on the story you've told us from the start to finish? So what we're saying is the situation, the task, the actions, and your results. So you need to think of STAR as a storytelling formula. Instead of giving vague answers like, I'm a hard worker, use the STAR method to prove how you are a hard worker. Show them in your example of what you've actually done to be a hard worker in your team or in whatever job that you've actually done. Trust me, the interviewer doesn't just want to hear about the skills. They want to hear about what you've actually done to achieve that result. How would you perform the role you've actually applied for? How will you deal with that situation? That is what they want to know. Now let's talk about why the interviewers and hiring managers love the STAR method of answering questions. Behavioral questions, the one that ask you, tell us about a time or give an example of. Those questions, those are the ones I'm talking about. These questions have been put there to let us see how will you deal with this situation if you were faced with it. That's the reason why they're asking you, give us an example, tell us about the time. They want to know, can you solve problems? Can you take initiative? How do you handle pressures and conflict? That's what they're trying to find out. With STAR answer, you are giving them a structured story that shows not only what you did, is how you think, what the results are, and what you can actually deliver. That's what they want to see in that answer. This is a good tip. The interviewers also want to know what your role is exactly in that story that you've given. So you need to be able to explain what you've actually done. This is what is not about a team. What has your contribution be? That's what they want to find out. This is why the action part is the most important part. This tells them what role you actually played in that task that you're explaining to them. So let's break down the STAR method with example. So the first one will be the situation. That's the S. So you need to set the context of that situation. A good one is, in my previous role as a customer rep, we had a situation where customer satisfaction was dropping significantly by 15% per quarter. The T in the task is, what was your responsibility in this situation? My task was to identify what the root cause of the situation was and come up with a strategy to help combat this drop in customer service satisfaction and also improve customer experience. The action part, what did you actually do in that situation? So your action that you performed was, I analyzed customer satisfaction surveys and feedback. I created a training guide for handling customer feedback and handling customer complaints. I also led an improvement session for my team members to improve their response time. The R part of the result is, if you are able to show the outcome, possibly with numbers or with figures, in terms of how you've actually improved that situation. As a result of this training and feedback workshops, we improve customer satisfaction by 25% within 2 months, and complaints dropped significantly. You can see how clean this answer sounds. There wasn't any rambling, there wasn't any faffing around. It was just straight, direct to the point. So that's the S situation, the task you performed for T, the action you did for A, and the result of what you've actually done from the start to finish. That gives you the STAR method. This answer proves your impact in that situation. A pro tip is always include metrics in your results, whether it is percentages or time saved, or even with team performances. So if you see, or if you watch my previous videos, you would have seen that in my results answers, I'm always giving what happened as a result of what you've done. The team effort, especially for NHS roles, is always about the team collaborativeness and what has happened as a result of the actions you've taken. Let's practice some common behavioral questions using the STAR method. So a good behavioral question is, tell us a time you dealt with a difficult coworker. A good STAR answer to this question is, I worked on a project with a colleague who usually misses deadlines. As the project lead, it was my job to ensure that we kept to our tight deadline to ensure efficiency with the project that we were doing. I scheduled a one-to-one meeting with this colleague, listened to their challenges, and I created a shared timeline with smaller milestones. Our project was delivered on time, and my colleague thanked me for ensuring that I kept them accountable throughout the project. That was a very powerful way for you to keep control of that situation. Here are 3 quick tips to master that STAR answers during your interview. The first tip is, prepare your answers in advance. Don't just try and wing it during that interview. Prepare those answers in advance. Have those stories. Have a notebook that you've written down your answers that would fall into leadership, teamwork, adaptability, and problem solving. These are always common behavioral questions during your interview. So the first tip is to ensure that you do that. The second tip is to keep your answers concise. Do not try and ramble on for too long. Keep each answer to at least 2 minutes, maximum 3 minutes when you're trying to give that in-depth STAR answer. Make sure that you're not rambling on. 2 minutes answer each question during an interview. This shows enough impact and it is not a full-on novel story. So ensure that that answer is kept concise. That is the second tip. The third tip for a STAR answer is, you need to ensure that you're focusing on results. The hiring managers always want to hear what was the outcome of that thing that you've done. They want to see how you've made a difference based on what you've actually done. So ensure that you put in a memorable tidbit or a memorable result at the end of your answer. The managers always remember this, especially when they're scoring. If you follow this STAR method that I've given you. If you are doing an NHS interview, you're scoring those 5s and you're scoring those 4s during that interview. So if you follow this, those interviews will be a walk in the park. So are you ready to start building your STAR stories? Drop a comment in the comment section for difficult questions that you feel that you're struggling with answering, and I will help you create a STAR answer based on whatever industry you're at to be able to answer those questions confidently during your interviews. Your encouragement, your likes and your shares do help encourage me to continue making videos that I feel would bring benefit to you when preparing for your interview. If you felt this video has helped you in any way, please don't forget to share with your colleagues. Until next time, where I bring you more insider tips into acing those interviews in the NHS and even outside of the NHS, because this STAR video can be used in any industry. Until next time, thanks for watching and all the best with your interview. Take care. Bye.